Yo, what up world? It's your boy Phil Cole here, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about Photoshop chicks. Maybe there's some Photoshop guys, but I don't really care about that. We're going to talk about Photoshop chicks. And this girl I'm going to speak about in this video, she's a cool girl. I feel so bad, but I just can't resist it anymore. I have to make this video. I've been wanting to say this for a while. I won't mention her name. I won't even show her real photo. I'm gonna just tell what happened. So, this goes back to maybe, how long ago was that? Maybe 6-7 years ago. My friend Jesse, he met a girl online, whatever, and he looked at her photos, and she looked good. She looked really good. She had dark eyes, straight dark hair, tan skin. She didn't really look like Kim Kardashian-ish like that, but she just looked like a sexy ass Native American girl. That's what she looked like. Real good. So they're talking, and he's like, I want to meet you. She's like, yeah. And he's like, is this what you look like? Blah blah blah. And she's like, yeah, this is me. Blah blah. So they decide to meet, right? So while he was, I believe he was at Union Square waiting for her. And now this really isn't what happened to me. It's actually what happened to my friend Jesse. He was waiting in Union Square for her, and as he was waiting in Union Square, he saw some girl who looked similar to her, but she was like fat and kind of walked with a waddle. And so to Jesse's mind, the first thing he said was, wait a minute, I've seen this before. That's the first thing he said in his mind, and he automatically remembered the Penguin from the Batman movie. He knew he saw that before, and it was Penguin. The only thing missing was the cane, right? So he's like, I've seen this before. That chick kind of looked like the girl from online. And so then what happens? The girl just walks past. And he's like, all right, cool, that wasn't her, but it was close because it looked just like her. 3 minutes later, she comes back. And it's her. I just wanted to start off with that as an introduction. Now, this same girl to this day has the baddest, best looking photos on Facebook and Instagram. Every time I look at one of her photos, like peripheral vision or something, I stare at it, then I remember it's her. All of her photos, she's at least a 9. She looks damn good. She looks little. She looks cute as fuck. She looks thin. She just looks sexy as hell. And all of her photos get tons of likes, tons of comments, all this stuff every time. So this is like a month ago. I'm in New York still at this time. And it's hot as hell in the bitch. How the hell? 1 second. It's hot as hell up in here. Jesus Christ. You gotta cut on for a nigga. It's real hot in here. Alright. So I looked at one of her newest pictures. And in this picture, her profile picture, just bad. Just bad. Now, I haven't seen this girl in 3 years, maybe 2 years. Haven't spoken to her in a year. So for 2 minutes, I was actually naive enough to believe, wow, maybe she lost weight. Maybe this is what she looks like now. And I liked the photo. And then after that, 2 minutes later, I thought about it. I'm like, I've thought this before. I've seen this before, not the Penguin thing, but I've seen good-looking photos of her in which made me want to meet her because I thought she looked different. I fell for this before. Phil, stop falling for it. So I kind of went on a rant under her picture. And I guess I feel bad about it. I do. But the reason why I got so upset is because I know the vast majority of the people who are commenting, liking those photos, and wanting to meet this girl never saw her in real life. And so I feel I'm doing the guys a favor when I made that rant under her photo saying things like, wow, it kind of upsets me that you really don't look like this. Every time I see a photo of you, I'm thinking you've changed, but it's just you using Photoshop and shit. You really should kind of cut that out because you're leading a lot of people on to make them think you look like something you don't. Now this is different than wearing makeup. At least you can wear makeup, walk outside and look like that. You can't Photoshop yourself, walk outside and look like that. You can't. You look the way you, like when it comes to Photoshop, that's just you in a photo. That's complete fantasy. At least if you put on makeup, that's something you could walk outside with. That's not fantasy. So I kind of went on a rant. Another story I'm going to give you. Now this one's kind of my fault. This one's not really a Photoshop thing. This is kind of taking advantage of drunk Phil at a club when you wear big dresses and I can't tell how fat you are. There was a girl with a gorgeous face, just drop dead gorgeous, mad gorgeous. We used to go to Webster Hall a lot. Not together, but I'd always see her then. She was very, very pretty, extremely pretty. Now, this is a person that I've only seen when I was drunk. It's like she's avoided me every time I was sober. I only saw her when I was drunk. And then I added her on Facebook, and all her Facebook pictures, pretty, looking good, looking slim, whatever. We meet up, fucking bitch, straight circle. Bitch is a circle. Not curvy, just one curve, and that's a circle. Bitch is a straight circle. Perfect face, though. Her face was fucking amazing. But bitch was a straight circle. Our date lasted 11 minutes before I thought of an excuse. At that time, I was married. Best excuse ever, my wife needs me. And I split. Do I feel bad? Fuck no. I'm tired of girls who hide their true, especially about their body. I'm tired of girls who alter their appearances in photos in which they can't walk outside and look like. I can at least understand a little more if this girl took a bunch of pictures with a corset under her shirt and she looks curvy as fuck, then when I meet her, she looks curvy as fuck. At least I feel good next to her. At least I feel good walking with her, holding her hand and kissing her. At least that will be fun. The outdoor part. But when we get indoor, we're about to do something, she takes it off and it goes blah, blah, blah. Then I'll be tight. Or it's like me being with a girl who got a bunch of pictures, she got a fat ass. We go outside, she got a fat ass, whatever, we're hanging out, I'm slapping it, feels real. We get home, she takes it off. It was like rubber butt padding or something that just felt extremely realistic. Of course, I'd be mad, but at least I was happy for some time I was with her. Now, I'm not giving those chicks, I'm not saying they're right for what they do. I'm just saying it's not as bad as photoshopping. It's not as bad because at least I feel comfortable next to that person in public. Because you know what? Fuck anybody. I can walk next to any girl in public. It doesn't matter. In America. I'm talking about America right now. I can walk next to any girl in public, doesn't matter. But if I'm holding your hand, if I'm kissing you, you gotta look good, at least to me, in order for me to feel comfortable. I don't give a fuck if I'm with a girl who's the best looking girl in the world according to everybody else. If she's not my kind of girl and I don't find her attractive at all, I'm not gonna mess with her. She could be the best looking girl in the world to everybody else. If I'm not feeling her, I don't care. She could be the ugliest looking girl in the world to everybody else. If I'm feeling her, I'm gonna hold her hand and kiss her in public. That's how I am. But this Photoshop shit needs to stop. There should be a law or something. I remember when I used to live with Sasha. Sasha does this shit professionally. Not on herself, you can tell her videos, that's what she looks like. But she does it for her friends. I remember, I was like, what do you do for them? She's like, oh, I'm in between jobs, I do this and that, this and that. I'm like, okay. So I was watching her on the computer, looking at what she does, and she was photoshopping pictures. Now, I thought at first she was just taking out imperfections on the face. I was like, all right, not a big deal because that's what makeup can do. So then she starts changing the face, changing the hips, changing the waist. I'm like, whoa, 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 that's cheating. She goes, what do you mean it's cheating? A lot of girls do it. I said, fuck that shit. Now I understand why sometimes I went out on dates with girls, and I was like, man, no, I thought her ass was a little bigger. But I guess it was just me. Oh, I thought this was a little nicer. Oh, I guess it was just me. It's because of fucking Photoshop. It took me years to figure it out, but a lot of these girls, I thought, oh, this was different. I thought, oh, that was different. It's fucking Photoshop. And that shit definitely pisses me off. It definitely, oh, Phil, it's not all about appearances. Oh, Phil, it's not all about looks. Yeah, well, maybe, she can make a good friend. And you know what? Odds are I don't meet friends. I don't meet new friends, basically. I don't need new friends. So if you're trying to be, oh, Phil, let's go. I want to be a new friend. Well, those positions are taken. I'm not looking for that. So if they want to be great friends, they can be great friends on Skype. I don't need to see them. I have enough friends. You understand? And I might make a video about that separately, but fuck that shit. A lot of people always try to, oh, you only care about looks. Mostly, that's the biggest part of it. If I'm not attracted to you, I want nothing to do with you in any sexual manner. Period. I have to be fucking attracted to you. And this Photoshop shit is getting out of hand. Now, I don't know how many dudes are Photoshopping, but I'm pretty sure there's some dudes out there Photoshopping, straight dudes. I'm pretty sure it happens. But that shit pisses me off, man. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Photoshop bitches putting things on their chest. And it's just pissing me off. You know what I mean? This is ridiculous. I just start blowing up Photoshop bitches shit on Instagram. So don't fall for this bitch, don't fall for this bitch. I met her in real life, she don't look like that, she look like this. You know, some bitches are straight transformers. Just straight transformer. You go to fall asleep next to them, you wake up, the makeup comes off, like, I break it. And it's like, what the fuck happened to this chick? Where's the girl I was with last night? But you see, at least they can look good in public with the makeup on. At least. You understand? And that's basically it, people. Transformer bitches, Photoshop bitches, all this shit's pissing me off. And that's really all I gotta say. I'm out. Later.